Mise En Scene can be considered as the vital component within the generation of meaningful audiences. By using of mise en scene, it establishes the narrative, a sense of mood, and a character's states of mind and time period. This video is focused on analysis of the techniques by using mise en scene for film The Black Swan. Through the entire film, this scene represents Nina's dream, which shows on the very beginning of the film, which showcases an instance of lighting they have used in the film. As one of the components of the mise en scene, the lighting in the film is mostly fairly standard, naturalistic lighting, somewhat diffused, with no real effects for most of the film. However, it is broken occasionally specific. After finishing one part of the performance, dancing as a black swan, the scene is coming to her dress room, and she looks down and sees the wound on her stomach and pulls a piece of glass out of it. There is a close-up shot of it, and her breathing seems slightly nervous in this shot, helping to emphasize her panic state. There is also a close-up on her face as she begins to try and deal with this and begins to cry. It helps to show the audience her reaction and her emotion better by using a close-up shot. She then composes herself and sits down in front of her mirror and carries on getting ready and doing her makeup. As she does this, she blends her tears in with her makeup. This reflects to people that the fact she's moving on and ignoring the problem, and that she is pinning on a mask and hiding it. Next, Nina is back on stage as the white swan dancing. The same music is being played that was played in Nina's dressing room as she found her wound with her glass inside. This gives a hint to the audience of the scene building up something bad again. She runs up the ramp and is dancing above everyone else in front of sitting sun. As she does this, her wound suddenly worsens and gives the impression she's fading with the sun, and it's like a sign of her death. The camera gradually zooms in onto her and then further onto her wound. As the camera zooms into blood stain increases, showing the severity of the situation increasing. The sun behind her head makes her look angelic, and the close-up shows the raw emotion on her face. Using the shot reverse shot techniques between Nina and her mother, they put exactly the same facial expression, allows the audience to realize both characters are aware of what's about to happen. This adds to the tension of the scene. And then the camera zooms out to a long shot where people can see the entire sun behind her, once again making her look more angelic. But still, any feeling of awe from this would immediately have gone as the camera continues zoom out and people can see the rocks along the back that have harsh edges, which remind us of the broken mirror used to stab herself. She then jumps back off the top of the ramp onto the mat below. As she does this scene, it slowed down and it gives the audience a feeling of calm and peace. Her face is focal point of the shot. This shows the audience that after she's finished her performance, nothing else matters. As Nina falls to the mat, the leader runs over to her. As he leans over to congratulate her, the camera goes up into a high-angle shoot. He's covering the blood stain and all the other dancers are surrounding her. This looks like the leader is protecting her, but his black suit, in contrast to her white dress, could suggest to the audience that it is the negativity consuming her, like he is to blame for what she has done. Nina just satisfied with herself, and she looks up to the lights, and it fades to white. The changing in pace in pace shows Nina feeling the moment she's desired, and literally died for. And although it was sad that she died for it, having a close up of her facial expression, looking so content as she said her last words, "I was perfect," made audience to feel satisfied with her, and it goes to a point of view shot of the ceiling fading to white. It symbolizes her death. It gives almost a feeling of her going into the light, like she's gone to heaven and is at peace after doing her perfect performance. Also, the fact she looks up to the lights gives a feeling that she let herself go and stop fighting. It was aesthetically pleasing to see as it was a calm, and I know that she's free from all the pain she's endured to reaching to her desire of perfection.